Gambling addiction is a serious problem. It affects millions worldwide. Classified as an impulse control disorder, it's hard to resist the urge to gamble. Even knowing the consequences, they feel powerless to stop. The allure of gambling is the promise of a big win and the thrill of the unknown. But this often hides a dark reality. Gambling addiction is complex, requiring understanding and effective intervention. This essay explores its impacts and offers guidance on seeking help. Gambling addiction extends its tendrils far beyond the individual, weaving a web of destruction that ensnares families, relationships, and communities. The psychological and social impacts of this addiction are profound and far-reaching. Individuals grappling with gambling addiction often experience a range of psychological distress. Anxiety, depression, and mood swings become unwelcome companions as they navigate the emotional roller coaster of wins and losses. The shame and guilt associated with their actions can be crippling, leading to social isolation and withdrawal as they attempt to conceal their addiction from those closest to them. The social consequences of gambling addiction are equally devastating. Relationships with partners, children, parents, and friends become strained under the immense pressure of lies, deceit, and financial turmoil. The pursuit of the next big win becomes all-consuming, pushing aside work, responsibilities, and even basic necessities like food and shelter. As the addiction tightens its grip, individuals may resort to desperate measures such as stealing, embezzlement, or accumulating massive debts to fuel their habit. The once bright future they envisioned for themselves and their loved ones crumbles, leaving behind a trail of broken promises, shattered trust, and irreparable damage. The statistics surrounding gambling addiction paint a stark and sobering picture, revealing the pervasiveness of this often hidden problem. According to the National Council on Problem Gambling, approximately 2 million adults in the United States meet the criteria for severe gambling addiction. This number represents a significant portion of the population grappling with an issue that often goes unnoticed until it reaches a crisis point. Furthermore, research suggests that gambling addiction is on the rise, particularly among young adults and adolescents. The accessibility of online gambling platforms and the proliferation of mobile gambling apps have created new avenues for addiction to take root. This alarming trend highlights the urgent need for increased awareness, prevention efforts, and accessible treatment options to combat this growing problem. The economic impact of gambling addiction is staggering, with billions of dollars lost annually due to lost productivity, treatment costs, and the financial devastation experienced by individuals and families. These figures represent more than just monetary losses. They reflect the human cost of addiction, the shattered dreams, and the erosion of communities. Section 4. Behind the glitz and glamour, real-life stories of gambling ruin. Real-life stories of gambling addiction offer a heart-wrenching glimpse into its devastating consequences. John, a successful businessman, lost everything to online poker. His story is a stark reminder that gambling addiction can affect anyone. Sarah, a single mother, turned to slot machines and lost her job, home, and children. These stories highlight the devastating impact on families and communities. By sharing these stories, we can break the stigma and encourage seeking help. Section 5. Recognizing the telltale signs. Identifying gambling addiction. Recognizing the signs of gambling addiction is crucial for early intervention and effective treatment. While the specific manifestations of addiction can vary from person to person, there are some common red flags that should never be ignored. One of the most telling signs is a preoccupation with gambling, characterized by constant thoughts about past gambling experiences, planning future gambling ventures, or constantly seeking out opportunities to gamble. Increased tolerance is another hallmark of addiction. This refers to the need to gamble with increasing amounts of money to achieve the desired level of excitement or high. As the addiction progresses, individuals may find themselves chasing losses, attempting to recoup their losses by gambling even more money, which often exacerbates the problem and leads to further financial ruin. Withdrawal symptoms such as restlessness, irritability, anxiety, and depression can also manifest when individuals are unable to gamble or when their gambling is restricted. These symptoms are often a sign of physical dependence and highlight the seriousness of the addiction. Section 6. Breaking free from the grip, seeking help and support. Breaking free from the clutches of gambling addiction is a challenging but achievable journey. The first and most crucial step is acknowledging the problem and seeking help. There are numerous resources available to individuals and families struggling with gambling addiction, including therapists, support groups, and treatment centers specializing in addiction recovery. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, has proven to be an effective form of treatment for gambling addiction. CBT helps individuals identify and modify the underlying thoughts and beliefs that contribute to their gambling behavior. It equips them with coping mechanisms to manage cravings and urges and develop healthier ways of dealing with stress and emotional triggers. Support groups such as Gamblers Anonymous provide a safe and supportive environment for individuals in recovery. These groups offer a sense of community and understanding, allowing individuals to share their experiences, learn from one another, and draw strength from those who have walked a similar path. Family therapy can also be beneficial in addressing the impact of gambling addiction on loved ones and rebuilding fractured relationships. Section 7. A new hand to play, recovery, hope, and building a brighter future. Recovery from gambling addiction is an ongoing process. It requires patience, perseverance, and personal growth. The journey is long but possible to break free and build a brighter future. Recovery is about progress, not perfection. Setbacks are